So someone recently asked, what is the meaning of an artboard? And I said, instead of just trying to explain it to you, why don't I show you? So in this video, I'm going to show you what an artboard is and everything that you need to know about artboards. Not everything per se, but everything that I know that you need to know about artboards. Let's get into the video. So first off, an artboard is basically a canvas, right? Just like any canvas that you use in Photoshop. So this is one canvas, this is another. But with artboards, you are able to create the same type or different type of canvas sizes in the same workspace. So if you look carefully over here, I have this artboard, which is the first one. I can select another artboard right over here. So each one of them kind of have their family. So if you open the family fan over here, you have every single thing, the layers right in there. It's like grouped. And then if you go to the next one, rep your JC, so you can create the same type of designs or the same sizes of designs in the same workspace. The same way, if you come over here, you can see that we have different sizes. So this design right over here is quite different, and the size is quite different from this one over here. So that is what I'm going to show you how to do. First off, how do you even create an artboard? It's pretty simple. So when you're starting your project, Ctrl+N, and then you decide to go for, let's say, 4x4 inch, right? Side orientation, you're going to see artboards. Once you check on that and you click on create, you can see that you are already introduced into artboard. So instead of having just layer 1, you're going to have artboard layer 1. Now this means that when you go to your move tool and you select your artboard over here, you can now add different artboards or mini artboards, either way that you want to go. You can add it beneath it, beside it, left or right, anyhow you want to go about it. And the next question is, what if you've already created your document without selecting the artboard? That is pretty simple too. So let's go to new and then uncheck the artboard, click on create. Now you can see that this time around we don't have anything here like artboard, but then still when you go to the move tool and you right click on it, you're going to find move and artboard. So you select your artboard and then you're going to left click and draw over the canvas, and then it is going to create an artboard for you. Alternatively, even if you come to the side and then you create something like this, it is still going to create an artboard for you. So anywhere that you just have to hover over it and it converts a normal canvas into an artboard for you. I've already showed you how to add another artboard by clicking on the plus sign over here. The beauty of artboard is that it can be different sizes in the same document. So for instance, if I want to close this up to this length, I can have something like this and then I can add one more like that. So you can see clearly from here that I have different sizes in the same artboard. So for instance, if you are working on a branding project, you have your logo over here. You are doing the flyer, you are doing the business card. These are documents that have different sizes, but you want all of them in the same workspace. You can make good use of artboards. Now let me open this and show you another advantage. For instance, if I want to make a duplicate of this artboard, I would have to select it. So it selects for me. Now, if I want to duplicate the exact size without the content of this particular artboard, I can click on the plus sign over here. But what if I want every single thing in there? I can undo and then I can right click on it and then go to duplicate artboard. In this case, it is going to duplicate it for me with all the content in there. So maybe it's just the color that I want to change it. So I can come in here, maybe place a hue and saturation on top of this and decide to play with the color. Simple as that. So in this case, I get to compare the two colors and see which one works best for me. Now, once you select the move tool here and an artboard is selected, you can easily also move it to any part of the workspace that you want to. You just have to drag it like that and then it moves there for you. So let's say you want to bring it here, it just moves there for you. You can separate it from the rest of the artboards, but each artboard is independent. So if I pick this, for instance, the Jama first, right, and I open this one, you can see that every single one of the layers is just listed over here and it doesn't depend on the other artboard. Now you can rename every single artboard. For instance, I didn't rename this, so let me quickly double click on it and rename it to Jama first, right? So I know that once I click on this, I'm going to Jama first. Once I click on this, I'm going to family fan. Once I click on this one, for instance, I'm going to Starlight Night or Starlight Serenade, and it helps you to navigate each one of them easily. I've already mentioned that with Artboards, you can create different sizes in the same workspace. So if you want to create, for instance, the invitation or the pass or the cheat or anything or any of these flyers, you can easily select your artboard and then make sure that you have the dimensions. If you are not creating like a random thing off your head, make sure you put in the correct dimensions and then it will create it for you. So we can easily create something here, and then this is the sizes, right? So we can also adjust it. Let's say we want it 1500, hit up enter, and then it expands it. So once you know the sizes or you know your sizes, you can easily create a new artboard without doing too much. Now, here are a few tips to help you work with your artboard way faster. So if you want to copy this mask in onto the Adobe show, you can hold Alt and then drag it over here. It quickly jumps into the Adobe art list. Let me go and use this one so that you understand it properly. So for instance, I have this image right here. I want to get this image into the Jammer first. I'll just hold Alt and then drag it on here, and then it just gets into the Jammer first. Now, if the positioning is not good for me, I can then take my time to position it as well. So once you have an element in any of the artboards, you can easily hold Alt and drag it into any of the other artboards as well. Now, one of the most important parts, how do you export each of these ones? It's pretty simple. It's just like when you're exporting a single canvas file. So you go to File, Export, and there are two options actually. You can use the basic one, which is Export As. Now, once you select Export As, it is going to select all your artboards, right? So over here. So if you go ahead and say Export, it is going to export into a place or the folder that you've selected for you. It's going to export all of them at the same time. So if you don't want to export all of them at the same time, let's say I'm just exporting the changes that I made, I'm going to select all and just select that only. Now, if I click on export, I can give it a name and then I can export it over there. But if you also want to export it all, you can select all and then you just hit on export and then it exports for you. So just a quick summary, artboards are just like your normal canvas, but this case, you are able to get so many different canvas in the same workspace. I hope this makes a lot of sense. You can duplicate artboards, you can create different sizes in the same workspace, you can rename your artboard, and yeah, one most important thing, you can even give them colors. So I can select this artboard, go to color, and then give it, let's say, red. Select this one, give it something like magenta, so that you can separate each one of them as well. Once you right click on any artboard and you select the artboard, it just takes you to the exact artboard. You can open it up and then you can start making your changes, right? You can take this one off and all that, and it's as simple as that. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, make sure you leave it in the comment section and I'll respond to it. Thank you so much for sticking around to watch this video. See you guys in the next video. It's Innocent here, and bye.